Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. Over 10,000 Teslas gather in Shanghai port in lead up to Q3 earnings. Tesla is running into issues building battery cells at Gigafactory Berlin. 2 new Tesla Cybertruck builds spotted at Giga Texas. And Tesla cars without ultrasonic sensors do not show distances to objects yet. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. Tesla's third quarter earnings call is just a few days away, and the electric vehicle maker's operations are in full swing. This is particularly notable in China, where Giga Shanghai continues to pump out vehicles for exports. Aerial footage of one of these batches of Teslas from Gigafactory Shanghai was recently taken at the Shanghai South Port Terminal, and it is one of the biggest yet. Recorded by longtime Tesla China watcher Wu Hua, the video showed thousands upon thousands of Teslas waiting to be loaded onto cargo ships. Tesla community members, who roughly estimated the number of vehicles in the footage, suggested that there were likely over 10,000 Teslas at the Shanghai South Port Terminal when the video was taken. Considering that the footage was captured recently, October 13, it would appear that the port will continue to be busy in the days leading up to Tesla's Q3 earnings. Tesla's third quarter earnings call is particularly interesting because the company's Q3 vehicle delivery numbers fell short of Wall Street's expectations. Tesla explained that this was because it was transitioning to a more even regional mix of vehicle builds each week, so estimates suggest that the company may still be quite profitable despite its lower than expected deliveries. Historically, our delivery volumes have skewed towards the end of each quarter due to regional batch building of cars. As our production volumes continue to grow, it is becoming increasingly challenging to secure vehicle transportation capacity and at a reasonable cost during these peak logistics weeks. In Q3, we began transitioning to a more even regional mix of vehicle builds each week, which led to an increase in cars in transit at the end of the quarter. These cars have been ordered and will be delivered to customers upon arrival at their destination, Tesla wrote. For context, Tesla delivered 343,830 vehicles, comprised of 325,158 Model 3 and Y, and 18,672 Model S and X in Q3 2022. The company also produced 365,923 cars, comprised of 345,988 Model 3 and Y, and 19,935 Model S and X during the same period. Tesla is expected to post its financial results for the third quarter of 2022 after markets close on Wednesday, October 19, 2022. Moving to the next update, Tesla is running into issues building battery cells at Gigafactory Berlin. Tesla is reportedly running into problems establishing battery cell production at Gigafactory Berlin, and it is moving battery manufacturing equipment to Texas. For over 2 years now, Tesla has been working to build its own battery cells with a new 4680 format. The plan is critical to the company's long-term growth as it powers its next generation of electric vehicles using a new structural battery pack architecture. Tesla is currently building the cells at its pilot plant in Fremont, California, but the automaker's goal was to achieve volume production of the 4680 battery cell by the end of the year at Gigafactory, Texas. The automaker also planned to establish battery cell production at Gigafactory Berlin on a similar timeline. Now a report from Germany's Handelsblatt suggests that Tesla is putting the plan on hold in Berlin. The fact that Tesla will not start full battery cell production in its German plant in Grünheide for the time being apparently has other reasons than lower energy costs and new tax incentives in the USA worth billions. Several sources close to the electric car manufacturer report a significant delay in a crucial but highly complex production technique, the publication wrote. The publication had previously reported that Tesla planned to move some battery cell manufacturing equipment from Gigafactory Berlin to Gigafactory Texas. The move was suspected of having something to do with the new tax credit for electric vehicles in the US that forces automakers to use battery cells produced locally. Now they report that only the machines for electrode production are going to remain on site and everything else is going to be moved to the US. The reason behind the move is not completely clear, but Handelsblatt says that Tesla wants to focus on successfully deploying its dry coating of the electrodes in the US first. Tesla has previously disclosed that the dry coating process is part of the bottleneck, preventing the automaker from achieving volume production of the battery cells. The last official comment from the company is that it was still confident that volume production would be achieved at Gigafactory Texas by the end of the year. Moving to the next update, 2 new Tesla Cybertruck builds spotted at Giga Texas. 2 new Tesla Cybertruck builds were spotted under wraps at Giga Texas by a drone operator. Tesla is working toward the initial production phases of the Cybertruck at Giga Texas after several production delays. The Cybertruck is set to begin production in mid-2023, Tesla said earlier this year. The Cybertruck was unveiled in late 2019 and has been under development since then. Tesla has revised the dimensions and design of the Cybertruck on several occasions, with CEO Elon Musk confirming earlier this year that the company had finalized what it would bring to the market next year. However, Tesla has kept several prototypes of the Cybertruck floating around the country, making appearances at various places through the past 3 years. New prototypes were spotted recently at Giga Texas by drone operator Joe Tegtmeyer, who noted the Cybertrucks were located near the north portion of the facility. Tesla has maintained that it would build the Cybertruck at Giga Texas, but Tegtmeyer stated the prototypes arrived when he was finished filming. These prototypes were likely built at Fremont, where the previous prototypes were built. It is tough to tell with these photographs, as there is not much in the photo to compare dimensions of the Cybertruck prototypes to, but these are likely the revised body designs, which are slightly smaller in size compared to the original design Tesla brought to the stage in Hawthorne, California in 2019. Musk stated the Cybertruck needed to be smaller to fit in the Boring Company tunnels, but the vehicle has also spurred some debate as to whether it could park in standard parking spaces. That's pretty much what it will look like, with very small differences. You know, we adjusted the size a few percent. Like around 3% or smaller. You don't want it to be a couple of inches too big for the tunnel, Musk said on the Joe Rogan Experience in 2021. The Cybertruck is set to be manufactured by a massive 9,000-ton Giga press from IDRA. According to import data, Tesla has received shipments to Giga Texas from IDRA for casting equipment. Moving to the last update, Tesla cars without ultrasonic sensors do not show distances to objects yet. Tesla announced last week it was removing ultrasonic sensors from new Model 3 and Model Y builds, shifting instead to using its cameras and Tesla Vision for nearby object detection. 1 week later, and the first deliveries of Model 3 cars without the sensors have started, and at least for now, the ability to see accurate distances to nearby objects is not currently available. That is according to a Reddit user Mr. Rager Knows, who took delivery of a red Model 3 recently, without the sensors. When asked if he had any alerts to show the distance of nearby objects, the new owner replied, "0. Feels like 2002. Like the original switch to remove radar, Tesla said, some features like Park Assist, Auto Park, Summon, and Smart Summon will be temporarily limited or inactive while the changeover occurs. Tesla made no mention of these object detection alerts being disabled, despite many owners asking CEO Elon Musk that very question over Twitter. We assume they will be re-enabled once Tesla is confident in their vision-based system, but there has been no confirmation from the automaker that this will happen or when. Along with the removal of the sensors, it appears as though Tesla has also made some changes to the cameras and camera housing. Ryan Levinson from the Kilowatts ventured out to the delivery center in Colma, California recently and found multiple Model 3s with no sensors. When taking a closer look at the cameras, he found several minor differences, which could point to Tesla updating their cameras to compensate for the lack of ultrasonic sensors. As you can see in the images here, the lens on the side repeater camera is different, although the part number on the housing is the same for both. Additionally, Tesla appears to have changed the material used around the cameras on the side pillars. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the Electric Arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.